EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Denver Broncos. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dak going to start out, going to the air. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
2nd and 2.
First carry now. This is Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Here we go, boy.
Prescott now from the 50. That went out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Ready? Cougar 19.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that on for them to show respect to him. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
A gain of 3, second down. The Broncos now at 2-5 to start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
From the shotgun, Sanders. For Kenner here, it's complete. Big gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And this one complete again to Mims. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot in the end zone, because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd down and 3. They'll run with a 2nd-round pick from April's draft. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. On the RPO, he'll keep. Sanders has it poked free. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Dobbins running out of the gun. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a 3rd and forever now. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Cowboys.
Yeah! Here we go! All right, 26.
They'll give to Williams, running right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Great effort by Alex Singleton as he finishes that play off.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
For the Cowboys field goal. A 62-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second and 10. Play action. It's Sanders. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10.
Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. Go.
Sanders to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready? Cougar 19.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go. Set.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ready, set. Let's go. Set, check, smash, check, smash. '70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Sanders. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Bronco 80.
Here's Sanders. That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
2 yards. And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 31.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Ready. 70. Ready.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw now, here's Sanders. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
Now Sanders. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
They'll run with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Go! 60 by 6. Go!
Throwing, Sanders. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Back at the 41-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A 63-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the jump. Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Johnny Lions. Ready.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot. Got it returning it, that's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Check. Go, check. Go, 70, Timber.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready.
To throw is Sanders. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he'll get it down here to the 43. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Prescott yet again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Prescott off play action. He's got Burton here. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 30. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Riley Moss takes him down defensively.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Yeah, here we go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring them back within 4.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 29, here's the 2nd down and 4.
Let's go. Check, man. Check, man. Viking 18. Dragon 60.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. And that'll be incomplete.
He was defended by the wrong man.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Sanders. A short throw to Ingram. And he will have the Broncos 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there. That was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Let's go now. Bronco leading.
Now a carry for Dobbins.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll run. It's Dalvin. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Okay, ready?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
They'll go again with Dalvin. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Ready?
And this offense on 3rd down today, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
70.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Dallas.
To throw is Prescott. Finding Pickens for another catch. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Prescott to throw it. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott.
They'll set up the screen to DeMercado. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The give is to DeMercado. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Williams. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this ball recovered in the end zone. But hold on here. This is reminiscent of the old holy roller play. Ken Stabler, Dave Casper from back in the 70s. This will not be a touchdown. What happens here is it comes back out to the spot of the fumble. Second down, goal to go. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Liking 18.
They'll look to throw. Finding Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The 43-yard line.
Okay, ready?
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Panther 60, Panther 6, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Back to throw. He'll get that complete to Franklin.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Cowboys, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.